Hey guys, it's Darius here. 2018 has shown me some pretty awesome things about myself, primarily forgiveness. I did this video for one reason, to share my story, my experiences, and my journey with the goal of inspiring just one person who desires a better life for themselves. There's someone out there right now who has a desire, a struggle, an everyday story, but believe they don't have a voice. And I'm here to share with you that you do.
I've read that you stated that you haven't been introduced in the industry until you've been done dirty 3 times. Can you share on that experience?
It was actually at Warner Brother Records when I was interning back in 2011 when I was told that. And I didn't really understand it. I was like, so you're telling me I have to get done dirty and, go through this industry? It's not supposed to be just like, be nice to everybody and you get in. It didn't go like that. And it didn't hit me until I was done dirty the first time, actually, when I went to Atlantic Records in 2011 and a situation happened. And that's when I was introduced to the music industry that first time.
So you mentioned your internship. How many years have you interned and for what companies?
I interned for about 2.5 years. And I was interning at Hot 97, Warner Brother Records, Atlantic Records, and Universal Attraction, which is a booking agency.
Okay, so do your internship, is that how you begin to work with Rotimi? Or how did you begin to work with Rotimi?
Rotimi, that's an interesting situation. I was actually, in 2010, I was managing an artist, and I told him to go look for an R&B artist to collab with so we can, get him some R&B, collaborations with his rap. And so we reached out to Rotimi's team. I reached out to Rotimi, he responded on Facebook, because at the time Facebook was really big. And so I responded, he responded to me, and when he got back to me, we tried to work it out. He cost a lot of money, my artist couldn't afford it. So when me and my artist, 2-3 weeks later, me and him, that fell apart. And so I was like, I need to work with artists. And so I reached back out to Rotimi. And his manager got back to me, saw the resume. I only had Hot 97 at the time, and so Hot 97 wasn't enough to get me in the door. So, I didn't hear back from his management, and so I just left it alone. But it motivated me to want to get more experience. So that's when I went to Warner Brother Records and got that internship. And then, fast forward later, 7 months later, Rotimi posts on Facebook once again that he's looking for area reps. I'm sitting at my desk at Warner Brothers, and I applied. I sent my resume, had way more experience. They called me back within 45 minutes, said, hey, we like you. Come out in 2 weeks to his performance. And next thing you know, I was on Rotimi's team.
So you worked with Rotimi for about 5 years, which is unheard of in this climate. How did you remain loyal?
Loyalty is the bedrock of who I am. Without loyalty, you have nothing in this game. And a lot of people believe that, I could just go in this industry and just, work with anybody and just be good and just worry about myself. But if you only worry about yourself, that's not going to get you far. And if you're loyal to somebody, that's going to get you far. I was loyal for 5 years, and it got me that far with him. But then it got to a point where I outgrew the situation and I need to move on, So you can't be an assistant forever. So yeah, that was a big moment in my career.
Gatekeepers Agency is your company. Where do you see that company in 5 years?
I see Gatekeepers Agency in LA, DC, New York City, Chicago, staffing assistants across the whole industries of tech, music industry, film. One of my major goals, if I can get this done, is having Gatekeepers Agency International, Gatekeepers London, Gatekeepers, Dubai. There's so many, amazing ideas that I have for this company and for the people that are going to be working with me, especially the assistants, because one of my major goals that I want to do one day is go into a fast food restaurant one day and talk to one of the workers and see what they want to do for a career. And I want to pull them and I want to place them with a job and have them experience having a career and pursuing their dreams, so they're not stuck in just working a job. So that's one of my major goals.
So you seem to be an inspiration to many people. What inspires you in your career?
What inspires me in my career? What inspires me in my career? The fact that I could change somebody's life. Changing somebody's life is the biggest thing that you can do, because they're never going to forget that. They're always going to remember who helped them. I'm never going to forget the day that Rotimi allowed me to work on his team back in 2011, because my internship was about to be up. He changed my life. Now look at me now. I'm able to sit here and do an interview and open up a company called Gatekeepers Agency that focuses on helping other people become assistants. You can't get any bigger than that.
And so let's talk about family. What does family do for your spirit?
My family is everything to me. Like I said about the bedrock, is my foundation. The core of me is my family. My mom, I talk to her all the time. My grandma, my aunts, my cousins, they are what drive me every day. I have a piece of paper that I wake up in the morning and I look at it, and it has a list of everything, and I say it to myself before I start my day, and it says, who am I doing this for? And one person that comes to my mind is my little sister. She's my only sister. She's 10 years old, and she's like my world for me. I love her to death. And so for me to want to see her not have to go through struggles, if it's in my control, I'm gonna do it. So whatever I have to go through right now, I'm gonna do it because I'm looking at her future. I'm doing it for her.
So what qualities do you think someone needs in order to be successful?
You need the quality of having no excuses. That's one of the biggest qualities of it. If you go in a building and they say, I need you to go run across town and go get this in 30 minutes, I don't know what it is, but they just need you to go get it. Having no excuses and being able to make it happen is going to be the biggest characteristic that you can have, in order to be successful in any career, So no excuses, I would say. That's one of the biggest ones.
In 2017, after being a celebrity assistant, what were some of the challenges you faced?
This is a big one. Actually, I had a client at the time, and I just became a member at the Gathering Spot in Atlanta. And this woman, I was helping her daughter, and she paid me, and I took the money and everything. I was helping her for about 2 weeks, and I just felt like she was a little too ghetto. And so, I called her, and I didn't really talk to her much. And she, next thing you know, I tell her I don't want to work with her. She goes crazy and ballistic. She calls the Gathering Spot, sending emails saying she's going to sue and do all these things, going to media. And I'm like, I'm never phased because, I've been through a lot. Then she calls my client, and I'm with my client. That's how God works in my life. I'm sitting with my client as she's calling the client that she's trying to ruin my money with. And she calls her, and she's like, yeah, girl, you Pauline? Yeah. She's like, yeah, girl. She said, how you get my number? I was like, oh, yo, wait, chill, let me get my phone. I got my phone. We recorded her for 9 minutes. This woman went ballistic. She was going in and just going crazy. And I was like, yo, she's psycho. And so that was a crazy moment. I was like, is this what Atlanta has? I never experienced that, but that was a crazy situation.
So it's the end of the year. 2019 is coming up on us. What do you see for yourself in that year?
2019, well, I have a big announcement at the top of the year. I can't wait to share it, but one of my biggest goals, I want to hire somebody on my team. I want to change Atlanta. I want to be able to staff assistants in Atlanta. I want to get that started, and just be around positive people. That's one of my main objectives: be around positive people and be happy. Happiness over money. I just need to be happy. So I think that's going to change in 2019, being a little bit more happy and not so stressed out.
You recently produced your first event in Atlanta at Stankonia Studios. What is backstage?
Backstage. It's an event that I put together, geared towards helping people, but it's geared towards helping them realize the different careers, not just becoming an assistant, but it's actually geared towards helping them want to become a stylist, want to become an interviewer, a journalist, a videographer, a photographer. We're gonna have so many different projects going on with Backstage that's gonna help more people than just not becoming an assistant. So whatever career that you want to do, we're gonna try our best to cover as many careers as possible, and take it on college tours, help the college students that actually don't know what they want to do. And I believe that this will be a huge blessing for them to be able to have professionals that they can actually touch and not just look at them and be like, oh, they're too high up and they're not going to respond to my email. They're going to send their assistant to respond. This person is going to respond to you. This person is going to touch you, because I'm going to make sure that the people I put in front of them, you can actually go to and build a relationship with them.
Last but not least, can you leave us with some encouraging words?
Yes. I say, when you are down, fight harder. You can't get to a destination without detours. You can't get to your destination without accidents. I look at it like compared to driving a car. You have a destination. I need to get to Target, but in order to get to Target, you got to get in the car, you got to start it up, you got to drive. Some stuff is going to happen. Somebody's going to cut you off. Somebody's going to have an accident, and then that's going to stop you, but you're still trying to get to that destination. You're not going to stop, because you got to get what you have to get at Target. So you need to go around, make some detours, and it's going to take a little longer, because the original path was just straightforward. You was going to get there on time. But if everybody did that, then the world would be perfect. So I say, never give up. Have a destination in mind, and whatever it takes to get to that destination. And I will also say, this is a big one. Everybody says they want to be a boss, but to bossing up means you have to be able to take the lead and take everything, take the good and the bad, because that's how you boss up.
My journey didn't just start because I saw how glamorous other people's lives was. It started because I seek growth and happiness. It starts with you, that burning desire. I want to say thank you all for an incredible year. I'm looking forward to my best year yet come 2019. Be the change you desire. No excuses. Create solutions.